So, we're now a little under a month away from E3 2018, and I'm just insanely excited to see what this year will have to offer. And really, there are just 6 main conferences this year, not including Nintendo, and I'm sure we will get tons of awesome news and reveals. So I thought it would be kind of fun to count down my 10 most anticipated game reveals I would like to see at E3 this year. I do know that some stuff was supposedly leaked by Walmart in this huge leak in Canada a couple of days ago, but I didn't really want to get into all of that, just because we don't know how true all of that is, and I just really want to stick to my own personal speculation. And again, this is my own personal list, and feel free to leave your own in the comments down below. So starting at number 10 is going to be Crackdown 3. So this game was actually revealed all the way back at E3 2014, and I was just ecstatic. I absolutely love the first Crackdown, and even if it's not the best game ever made, it's a lot of fun and it does hold a special place in my heart. And while I was really excited at the initial reveal of Crackdown 3, it's been delayed countless times and my hype has slowly gone down. It seemed like the game was going to have all these cool destructibility aspects you could do online co-op, but those weren't really ever given focus, and I don't think we even saw gameplay until last year's E3, and the reception wasn't super positive then. Many people said the gameplay felt rough and just wasn't very fun. So yeah, that sucked to hear, but I'm still optimistic. The game is apparently releasing this year, and I'm anticipating we'll probably see a lot of info along with the release date, hopefully at Microsoft's conference, and overall, my anticipation has definitely gone down from the initial reveal, and honestly, from what I've seen, the game doesn't look all that good, but I'm still hopeful, and I do still want to see something new at E3 this year. At number 9, I'm going to have Anthem. So in case you don't know, Anthem is BioWare, who are the developers of the Mass Effect series. It's their new IP, and really the only thing that I'm excited about from EA. We got the reveal at E3 last year, and I don't really know what to think. We didn't see any meaningful gameplay, but the developers have proven themselves before, and visually it looked pretty interesting. Obviously it is a little reminiscent of Destiny, and we will have to be careful because it is EA after all, after the whole Battlefront 2 thing, but I'm at least interested. I think it has a lot of potential, but I just need some more real info on the game, and to see what the game is all about. And it is almost guaranteed that we will see this at EA's conference, and hopefully it will take up a lot of time and we'll get some substantial gameplay of multiplayer and single player stuff. So next up is going to be Battlefield 5, whatever, we don't really know what the next entry in the Battlefield franchise is going to be called. Either way, the next Battlefield game. And I've never really been a huge fan of the Battlefield franchise until Battlefield 1, which I really enjoyed. And now that it's time for the next game, I'm pretty excited. So it is kind of rumored that this game will be set during World War II and have a full single player campaign, which is great. This definitely puts it before games like Black Ops 4 for me, and I'm just interested to see actual gameplay. It has already been confirmed that this will be at E3 this year fully playable, so while I'm not too excited for the reveals itself because I hate EA's conference normally every year, I just find it super boring and they try to incorporate like YouTubers and that type of thing, I am excited for the actual game, and I can't wait to see more that will hopefully convince me to buy it. Up at number 7, I've got Death Stranding. So this game has been shown off a number of times at different events, and we still know next to nothing about it. We know it is Hideo Kojima's new game. In case you don't know, he's kind of the man responsible for Metal Gear Solid, and I've never really been a huge fan of that series until I played The Phantom Pain, which I absolutely fell in love with and I think is a fantastic game, which is also going to be free this month for Xbox Live Gold members, so download that if you haven't played it already. But either way, we do know that this game will be a PS4 exclusive, I believe, and that it has Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro, and that there are babies in it, and it's like post-apocalyptic or on an alien ship or something. Just we have no idea, and that's about it. It's already been confirmed that this is one of Sony's big 4 games that they're showing off this year, and hopefully we will get some actual concrete information and gameplay. I believe we last saw it at the 2017 Game Awards, and that was actually pretty exciting since we got official art for the game and just more footage. And the only reason it's not higher is because we still know next to nothing, like I said, about the actual game, and it's hard to get really excited. But I am excited that we will see more, and maybe it'll even end up releasing next year. At number 6, I've got whatever Bethesda's going to show off. So this spot is kind of cheating since my reaction really just depends on what they reveal, and I do want to say I started writing this video before Rage 2 was revealed, so I don't know if that's all that Bethesda has going on right now, but they have had their own conference for a few years now, but besides the year they showed off Fallout 4, they haven't really shown off anything super impressive. And last year's was just really generic and nothing interesting, at least to me, was really shown off. However, I do think they'll have a bigger presence this year. I still think it is a little early for Elder Scrolls 6, and they've also hinted this isn't coming for a while, even though that'd be awesome, and while they apparently are also working on some sort of space game or something relating to that, it'd be great to finally get some concrete information on that. Either way, I'm really interested to see what other game Bethesda is going to reveal, and I am optimistic that it will be impressive and hopefully make their conference worth it. At number 5, I have Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So this is the third game in Square Enix's new rebooted Tomb Raider series, which I really enjoy. I think the first one's good, and that Rise is one of the best single-player experiences of this generation. We recently got the first trailer, release date, cover art, and all that fun information, and so far the game looks great. With the recent announcement that Square Enix will be holding its own conference this year, you can pretty much guarantee that this will be shown off, and hopefully have a nice gameplay demo with it. People are also able to recently play parts of the game at a press event, and so far the reception has been pretty positive. It seems very Tomb Raider, so don't go into it thinking you'll get a different experience drastically different from the others, but if it turns out to be great, then we will have a great single-player trilogy of new, like I said, single-player games, and I'm just really interested to see what else they'll show off in June. At number 4, I have Marvel Spider-Man by Insomniac for PS4. So this game I've been heavily anticipating and keeping track of for years now, ever since the reveal at E3 2016, and for about a year we got no info until E3 of last year, where we finally saw gameplay, and then recently Game Informer covered it for the entirety of April, and we just got loads of new awesome information about gameplay and an actual release date of September 2018. And really there's not much for me to say that isn't obvious or hasn't been said already. The game looks absolutely incredible on every level, the gameplay looks perfect, visually it's beautiful, and it seems like it will be the perfect Spider-Man experience. And yeah, the game's releasing in a few months, and Insomniac have already confirmed that they will be at E3, so I can't wait to see more, and now it's just a matter of waiting for the actual release of the game. At number 3 is The Last of Us Part 2. So this is probably one of the most anticipated sequels of all time. Many people, including myself, consider the first game to be a masterpiece and one of the best gaming stories ever told. So when they revealed the sequel at PSX 2016, people obviously were incredibly excited, and since then we've only gotten one additional trailer. The second trailer at Paris Games Week of last year was also really interesting and pretty violent, and since then we've gotten nothing. All we really know is that the game continues Joel and Ellie's story, and that it takes place a few years after the first game. Again, this is another one of Sony's big four, so we will definitely see more from this game, and maybe even substantial gameplay or a release date. The game probably won't end up releasing until 2019, but if we can at least get something, that would be awesome, and like I said, it has already been confirmed to be at E3 this year, so that's really cool. And the runner-up on my list is going to be the Avengers Project by Square Enix. So this game was announced all the way back in January of 2017, with a quick conceptual trailer that was pretty much nothing. All we really know about the game itself is that it will be packed with things from the Marvel Universe, and is designed to keep gamers playing for years. The game is also being developed by the makers of the new Tomb Raider games and the Deus Ex series. Honestly, I have no clue what to expect from the actual game, but it does seem like this is being taken seriously, and we will have a good high-budget Avengers game. They also revealed with the first trailer that more info will be revealed in 2018, and with the announcement recently that Square Enix will be having their own conference this year, I think there's a really good chance we could see this, and if we do, then I would just be insanely excited. And at number 1, I have of course Halo 6. So it's been 3 years since the release of a mainline Halo game, and that unfortunately was Halo 5, which wasn't received very well for multiple reasons, but I am still optimistic for the future, and I'm at the very least interested to see what 343 will do next in my favorite gaming series. I do have a video detailing more of my Halo E3 2018 thoughts that I'll link in the description below, but to keep it short, I'm almost positive they'll have something to show for Halo 6, and I'm assuming it will be a full-on reveal, with the game hopefully releasing this year, if not then definitely next year. While I am excited for everything on this list, there is no better feeling for me than watching a new Halo reveal live at E3, which I'm sure we will get in a couple weeks. So yeah guys, that was my list of my 10 most anticipated games of E3 2018. Again, don't forget to tell me in the comments below what you guys are excited for at E3 this year, and thank you guys for watching Majestic Gaming.